Hi, welcome to the Running with Kelly podcast. You can see the studio has changed a bit. We are outside at the Irondequoit High School track, and I have Alex Crow with me today.
Hello.
It's a very special day, actually. It's not just Friday, November 15th, but it is Alex's birthday. I don't want to say...
No, we won't.
We won't say the number, but it might leak out at some point. I can't help myself.
She's going to do a
lot very
of
big
running.
mouth.
She'll say something. That's fine.
So it got me thinking, how many of us runners like to do something special on our birthday. And so I looked up before coming to the track, and we're going to get to what Alex likes to do on her birthday in just a bit. But I looked up marathonhandbook.com. If you don't visit that website, I encourage you to take a look at it. They have a lot of really cool stuff on it, but on there for birthday runs, they offer 9 options. So I thought I would quickly review some. The number one type of run that runners like to do on their birthday is, any guess?
How about a birthday mile?
It is not quite a mile, but run your years. That's like the most common. People want to run their years.
Good Lord, we're going to be here till tomorrow if I did that.
The older you get, the harder that is.
We're not doing that today.
But we're only 25. It's not bad, but anyway, so that's like the number one answer on here is to run your age. But they say it doesn't have to be miles. It can be run your K, or it could be minutes. So could run 35 minutes today if you want, Alex.
Mm-hmm. Nope, I'm doing something
Plus
different.
15. Anyway, track laps was another one. So we are at the track. We're not going to do track laps, but that's a common one.
I'm going to do that on Track Friday.
Track Friday, which we're going to do an ad for.
I'm going to run my age and laps on Track Friday.
Which is cool. So like if you're 4, then it's 4 laps. If you're 40, then it's 40 laps. And so if you were 50 by chance.
If you were, yeah.
If by chance you knew someone that was 50, then it would be 50 laps. It's 12 and a half miles.
Okay, she just
12
broke it down.
and a half,
12 and a half miles. Mm-hmm.
So there's that. There's tempo runs. A lot of people would like to do a tempo run. I never had heard this. I've never heard anyone want to do a tempo run, but you do your warm up and your cool down, and the tempo part is minutes at tempo pace.
Okay.
Hill repeats. I don't know anyone who would choose to do this, but
do you like 50 hill repeats?
Yes.
No.
They say it's kind of like, not that you're going up and over the, not that you're over the hill.
Right.
But that
you're. That's cute. Yeah, over the hill. Yeah.
But that you're doing, you're beating the challenge of life. So of different hills or different things in life. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Strides. So 100-meter stride, like on a track like this. 100 meters on the long parts, and then there's 100 meters on the curve. So it says do 100 meters times your age.
Okay.
So if you were, say, 50, then you would be doing, it would be how many laps? That's like only 25 laps.
What's interesting about this is you get penalized for getting older, it feels like.
Right. No, it's the opportunity to do more. See,
it just goes to show you that the older you get, the more you can run.
That's right. Fartleks. So by doing your warm up and your fartleks, this is clearly showing that we're not
even
old adults. But to do like a 1-minute fartlek for every year of age. So if by chance, like just pulling this out, 50, then it would be 50 minutes, individual minutes of fartleks.
We're not doing that either.
Intervals. So in intervals, they say you take your age. So if you're like 45, you do 4 by 50 meters or, that kind of thing, which I thought was kind of cool. Age surges. That's kind of hard to say. Age surges. So that's, that's what that is. Age surges. The first number is how many repeats. The second number is the time. So if you're 45, you do 4 5-minute surges or whatever. And then the other was reps for years, and that's for different exercises like squats, 50 squats. If you were 50, you would do 50 squats, that kind of thing. So those were all things that they put on this website. I thought that was pretty cool. I know I like to do like some kind of a big thing on my birthday, and Alex has always done something a little bit different on her birthday. What is it that you
Yeah,
like
I'm
to
not
do?
sure how we started this tradition, but I do a birthday mile time trial. Maybe because I didn't want to run that much on my birthday, and I figured, oh, I'll just do a mile time trial. So it'll be awful because I'll be running really hard, but it won't take very long, hopefully.
Then we can get out and go to dinner.
Yeah, we're gonna go do a mile warm up. Some stretches, dynamic stretches,
Yeah.
and some of that, and then I'm gonna run the best mile I can muster on a Friday afternoon after a tough week, and then a mile cool down. So a nice 3 mile workout with a mile time trial. So
Yeah, it should be fun.
hopefully other people will try to do that on their birthday. It's kind of fun, and you can track that. Maybe
Yeah, make a graph
yeah.
that's
we
going to
could
be
do that.
showing how strong we are every year older we get.
Right.
But the cool thing is also when you have a big number birthday that you're the youngest in the next age group. So if by chance,
So I wasn't really looking forward to joining the 50 to 54 because I know some women in that age group who are kind of fast.
barely, no, I'm almost at that age
No,
group.
no, but I mean, really, when you look at some of the age groups,
Oh gosh.
the 40s and the 50s, women tend to be pretty speedy. So moving up an age group is not guaranteeing me anything.
No.
Except maybe I'm farther back in the pack. So we'll see.
What I think is cool is that women are just so strong.
Yeah.
The older we get, and so sometimes it's frustrating. Like I'm never gonna be, But at the same time, it's inspiring to see. I just saw an article on Facebook this morning about a 94-year-old woman who's doing all these triathlons. I'm like, 94!
that's
It's in the
awesome.
80s and 70s and 60s, and
Mhm.
I mean, it's just rocking. It's like that's what I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
So for today, we'll get. Do you want to do any drills now on camera? Or should we're gonna pause?
We're gonna pause. We're gonna work out. I'm sure she'll probably take some terrible video of me running and sweating. So we'll see you back here.
It'll be great. All right. See ya. I don't think it was.
Oh,
It
good.
is now. So we're doing our warm-up lap. Make sure you warm up before you do speed workout.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Okay, our warm-up mile lap is done. So now Alex has the hard work to do because it's not my birthday. I'm not having to do a mile time trial. So she's going to lead us in a couple. We're going to see what kind of drills and dynamic stretches she does before she does her time trial.
Or fall over.
All right, Alex, what you got? You're doing some leg swings.
Leg swings. We'll do like 10 on this leg, 7.
I see you have earbuds in. Do you have a certain song you're trying to?
I don't have anything playing out, but I have a lot of running playlists, and I tend to try to find really up-tempo music that I have to keep up with.
Anything in particular for a time trial type of run? Like an 8-minute song would be great.
An 8-minute really up-tempo. I don't know. I'll let you know when I'm done what I listen to.
All right.
So I'm going to do some of those. I'm going to do some quick step. Think about that turnover, right? That quicker cadence. When you're as short as I am, you rely on a quick turnover. My stride's never going to be long. We'll go out wide a little bit. Those hips warm. Back in. Back out.
It's kind of nice being behind the camera.
And then we'll do some of these. This is one that Kelly taught me that I like. Kind of stretches everything out a little bit. I'm normally kind of terrible at doing these, I'll be honest, but for speed work, definitely necessary. If I'm just out running a few miles, I won't do it normally, but today we'll do some butt kicks. And then I know some people do a jump high knee, but now that I'm older, I tend to do these, and these actually warm up my hips a little bit better, I find, than if I was to do, more high energy movement. So
I agree. I like those a lot better. Open the gate.
open them. Oh, I tell you, the older I get, the worse my hips are getting. So it's really imperative that I stretch those and strengthen them. I was reading something recently. I'm just gonna, because I have some Achilles issues, I'm just gonna push these back a little bit to stretch that out while I'm talking. I was reading something recently about that stretching is great for your hips, but strength training might be more important as we get older for our hips. So I do that too. All right, my watch is ready, which I guess tells me I'm ready.
All right.
I'm gonna get some music on.
Get your music on. You're gonna start back at the number one at the starting line. 4 laps. Now a mile technically is 4 laps and 7 meters, I believe, but we'll just do 4 laps. There's also, we're not the only ones at the track, so the track is so much fun. I really do enjoy the track. And it's really fun being back at the school, especially now that I don't have kids here. It's just kind of a little nostalgic.
I probably won't get through all 3 of them.
All right, Alex. I'm gonna
go out too fast. We're gonna work on that.
Oh. But it's a birthday time trial, which is always so much fun. All right, I'm just gonna start my watch when you start, and then we'll.
Hey, you know what? I don't want these bracelets on because they're thumping.
Get the bracelets to the side of the road. There she goes, everyone. We'll check in with her in a bit. All right, first lap is done. She did it in exactly 2 minutes, which is an 8-minute mile pace, which is perfect for Alex. So she mentioned something before about, I know it's gonna, get started too fast. How many of us do that, really? Like, everybody does that. We get excited at the beginning of the run. We feel really good, so we start running too fast, but then we're depleting all of our our energy resources. So you definitely want to be a little conservative. 4 laps is a long time. It's not just a sprint. It's a little bit more endurance. So she did a really good job. 2 minutes is perfect for her. So we'll check in with her in a bit. So Alex just finished a half a mile. She was at 4:07. Perfect. That's an 8:14 pace. And she's doing awesome. You can see here she is coming around the first 100 meters of that 3rd lap. Finishing up. She's doing great. This one I think is always the hardest. That 3rd lap of a mile time trial. I don't know. Like the first lap you're excited. It's the first lap. Second lap you're still kind of moving from the momentum of the first lap, and then the 3rd lap is what I call the hopeless lap. So just hold on to your hope. She's on her last lap, everyone, and she came through. I don't know, I should have looked at I think it was at 6:10. I should have checked, but this is an excellent time trial. She's doing awesome, and look at, she's not even running like she's tired. She's looking good. She's got good arm swing. She's got great cadence. Look at that. She's doing awesome. Keep it going, Crawl. She's about to finish up. She's doing awesome. We are at 7:54.5. We're getting there. It's about 50 meters away. Way to go, Alex! Holy moly! 8:09. She rocked it! Now that girl can run. We'll be back. So she finished the time trial. We're just catching her. I'm saying we. I was standing there. She's just catching her breath. We're doing walking a lap to cool down and get recentered before an official cool down. But let's check in with her and see how she's feeling.
So I did it in 8:10 around the track. My watch measured it a little different. I was at my mile at 7:56, which is probably the fastest mile I've done in a long, long time. One of the things Kelly saw me doing was I was taking a picture of my watch, because I do send it to my sister, and I send it to my coach if she's not here. Because one of the things I find is accountability, and having an accountability partner is really helpful, really important, and it's a great motivator. So yeah, we're going to walk a little bit, then we're going to run a mile, and then and then we're gonna go. So it's a
Stretch.
beautiful day, and we're gonna stretch because you need to stretch.
But we do want to know, what was the music playing in your
Oh.
ear?
All right, so the first song I had was Right Here by Van Halen. That tends to be one of my faster songs when I start a race. And then I have a workout remix of Africa by Toto, and it's really, really fast. So I think they sped it up so that's that 180 beats per minute. And it's kind of bonkers and kind of weird, but it's really motivating because it's a fun song, and now it's really, really fast. So I will try to share that at some point with everybody.
Maybe we could put a link to a,
Yeah,
some
I
kind of
could
video or
find
something in the
video
comments.
on YouTube or something. So a lot of times too, you can find great workout mixes on Apple Music or Spotify, and a lot of those have the cadence you're looking for, and different genres of music. Like I love Toto, but obviously the original Africa is too slow. So now I found a good version of it.
So for a birthday run,
Yeah.
how does this measure up?
It's hard, but it's short. So if you're going to go out to dinner on your birthday and you don't want to run, 50 miles or kilometers or laps, a birthday mile is good. The other thing too, as we talked about before, it's kind of fun to look at your progress or to look at where you've been. And it's kind of cyclical. Some years you're faster than other years. This was fast. This was probably my fastest mile, in a long, long time. So we'll see. We'll see what the new year brings.
So
It'll
you
be a big
just
year.
said see what the new year brings, and I was just literally about to kind of lead us down just that little bit of questioning. So when the reasoning for doing something on your birthday, I read on that website that I referenced earlier that having that time to reflect, so like a period of reflection on the years past,
Yeah.
or what this last year has been like, and maybe a little bit of time to think about what your future is and where your place in life and all that stuff. Now, doing a time trial, you probably don't have a lot of time to
do that. Well, what's
contemplate any of that.
interesting was back in October I did a 5K, and I thought that was going to be my last race in my 40s. Who would have guessed I signed up for another race?
me.
But when I did the Scare Away Brain Cancer 5K in October, I did think that was my last race in my 40s, and it did give me that time to reflect a little bit on what I had done and what I want to do in the future. And there's a lot of races out there that I want to do. There's some I want to try again because I think I can do better. And then there's some that I've never done that I think would be interesting. So I think I'd like to do more travel with races in the next decade. I mean, part of the wonderful thing about 50 is my kids are growing up. They're, getting their own lives a little bit, and that gives me some time to do some different kind of running activities. Being a parent is always a big job, and having adult children or almost adult children is definitely a different vibe, and I love that just as much as I did when they were little.
Very cool. Well, thank you for sharing your birthday run
It's fun.
with
Well,
us.
thank you for having me on, and I actually wasn't going to run today. And then Kelly texted me and said, "You have a birthday time trial." And I thought, "Ah."
See, that's the thing with Facebook and those memories that pop up. You can't get
I
away.
can't get away from
Can't
that.
get away.
But it's fun. So.
All right, I'm gonna do
All
a
right,
quick
happy
little.
running, everybody.
I'll catch up to you in a
All right,
second.
yep, I'm gonna go do my.
I gotta get your stronger, fitter, faster here at the back of you. All right, while she's doing a cool down lap, I just want to mention, actually, this is the track that we're meeting at on Track Friday. I know Alex mentioned she's planning on doing the number of laps as how many years she just turned, which she did say 50. I don't know if you picked that up from any of our chattings, but so come Track Friday is a movement that was started by a fellow RRCA coach from New Jersey. The year, I believe it's 2012 when Hurricane Sandy came through, and he did it as a fundraiser for his community, and so he asked that other coaches host a Track Friday in their communities. And the only thing, there's no fee or anything, but we do ask that you make a donation to a charity of your choice. So I'll be raising some money for the Sunset House, which is a local hospice home here in Irondequoit. I know Alex is planning on raising money for Pet Stop Here, which is a local animal rescue. And you can any charity that you'd like. And then we'll also be collecting some food for the Irondequoit food cupboard and some wish list items on the Sunset House wish list on their website. We'll be collecting here in person. So again, it's Track Friday, which is traditional Black Friday day, the Friday after Thanksgiving. We'll be here from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. So come and go as you please. You can run or walk, 1 lap, 10 laps, or as Alex is going to be doing 50 laps. And we'll be having a tally of how many laps. I think in the past we've done, oh goodness, probably 300 miles collectively. We've collected lots of money for charities and lots of wish list items and food for the food cupboard. So come and be a part of it. Work off that turkey and apple pie. And we hope you enjoyed this edition of the Running with Kelly podcast. Have a good one.